So remember last week when I said I didn't have a Grindr story? I don't intentionally go and like find people to like try to hook up with just for the sake of a story. But I got one. Like within that week I got one. And it happened like literally yesterday. So this is like fresh. So as you would imagine, someone messages me. As you would imagine, I think they're cute. I think that they're my type. I think that he's pretty attractive. His face, like his pictures is like a little bit blurry, but like he has like good bone structure. I believe the profile said that he is Portuguese and Indian. So that's super hot. You know, he's lived in a bunch of places. He's lived in New York, he's lived in Italy. You know, like he just seems like a very like eclectic, sophisticated person of color, which I think is so attractive and so hot. And I asked him what he's interested in. He immediately is proposing being friends with benefits, and that's good because I don't have one right now, and that sounds nice. This was on a Wednesday. We were talking and chatting on Grindr, and then on Thursday after work, I met up with him after going to the gym. He welcomed me into his home. Like, it's kind of what I thought it was gonna be. When you think of someone who's lived in a lot of different places, in America and overseas, you imagine that it's gonna look very tasteful, very minimal, and that's exactly what it was. Like, he has all new furniture because he recently moved there. There's like music playing, which like almost never happens when I'm hanging out with someone. He invites me in, we sit down, he offers me like a glass of wine, which I think is very sweet. I told him that like I don't drink that much, but we actually have like some pretty nice conversation. We talk about my job and his job. He talks about how much he likes food and how he likes cooking. He actually had something on the stove. He was cooking meatballs. Let me tell you how sophisticated this person came off. He scooped up a meatball, he put it on its own plate, he got something from the fridge and he put like a dollop of cream on it. He took the time to take like parsley or like some kind of herb out of his refrigerator. He got one of those chopping plates. He chopped up a little bit of the herb and then he sprinkled it on this one meatball. That's how meticulous and sophisticated this man is. That's how classy this man is. He hands it to me, I taste it. It's delicious, it's so good. He's obviously a very talented cook and he obviously really likes cooking and stuff. And after that, you know, we talk a little bit more and then he asks if it's okay for him to smoke. I'm awkward and so I didn't really feel comfortable saying no because I don't like it when people smoke in front of me. He was like very mindful of like make sure I didn't get like too much smoke in my face on the balcony, which was nice. But yeah, like he was smoking a little bit and it was only when he, you know, started smoking in front of me that I kind of started noticing how not nice his teeth looked. I awkwardly like follow him to his bedroom and we start making out a little bit and it's not the best because he has smoker's mouth. And the whole time I was going back and forth in my head thinking, okay, do I leave? Like, I don't know how much longer I want to make out with this dude, but also I haven't gotten any in a while. Maybe I should just like go along with it. He fed me, he has wine, he's like a sophisticated, like worldly person. But like as we started making out more, he started like progressively getting more rough with me. Keep in mind, the clothes haven't even come off yet and he's getting rough with me. He's like on me in like a weird position. Like I'm in like a fetal position and he's like putting his weight like on my legs that are shaped like that at this point. And so like I feel like I'm in a weird position because like I'm like facing up like this, making out with him. He like grabs my boob like really, really hard and I like audibly say ow because like that's how much it hurt. I was like, hey, like not so rough, please. And then this dude goes like, oh, like I'm really sorry about that. Just say, I don't want to use his real name, so we'll say Tom. Be like, okay, that's like I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to be that rough. Just say stop, Tom, and like I'll stop if at any point you feel uncomfortable. And so I said, okay, cool. And so we continued making out a little bit. I'm already like a little bit like rattled and uncomfortable at this point because I've never met someone who thought it would be okay to like meet a new person and like be that rough with somebody, like to like really like squeeze that person in just like weird places. Cause like this is revealing a lot about myself. I like nipple play, but like don't squeeze my whole boob. Side note, there's just some men like who don't know how to like properly tease the nipple. Can I just say that? Can I just say that there are just certain men who when they think of nipple play, they think that I like it when people are rough with my nipples, which is not correct at all. I've lost care about my dignity a while ago. But then like in other ways, he just starts getting rough with me. You know, like he hugs me in a little bit too tight. We kind of go back in the same position where he like, you know, lays on me while I'm like sideways, which is weird. Again, it doesn't taste great. Like he starts like reaching into my pants and he starts like being really rough with my like lower area. And so like he starts doing like more stuff to me. He starts being like rough in different ways and I say stop to him. And then this dude has the nerve to be like, you didn't say stop, Tom. What? I'm sorry, like, I've seen pornos where, you know, there's like a little bit of S&M involved. In order for like the sub person to like stop the dom person from jacking them off, they have to say, thank you, sir, as opposed to like, thank you. This is not one of those situations. We just met. That's the kind of thing that I would imagine that you save something for like actual dirty talking with someone that you know how to dirty talk with, not someone that you just met and someone that you just like made uncomfortable physically. He was trying to do like something playful and like kinky with me without asking for my consent and like without like making it more clear to me that's what we were doing. Please don't tell me that I'm being a prude. Just because he said that to me, like, oh, you have to say stop Tom in order to make me stop. That just made me not want to say it. That just made me like want to not say it just out of rebellion. So I just keep saying stop, stop, stop. Then he keeps saying, well, like you're not saying it right. And so like I immediately say like, I want to leave. Thankfully, he stopped. I gathered my things really quickly and like I briskly walked out the door. So as I was walking out, I said, thank you for having me. But then like this dude also has the nerve to like say to me, I haven't had you yet. That's weird, right? I don't know if it's because like dudes like him have like this tendency of feeling like they're being cute or clever and it's just coming off like really uncomfortable and like anti-consent in a way. And it kind of felt like his way of like getting the last word in, you know, like having like the last dig at me because I didn't like give him any. That lift could not have come fast enough for me. Again, never trust hot people. This proves my point from my last story. Never trust hot people. Always something like weird and off with it. That's it for the story, but I also just want to quickly mention, thank you so much for all of your comments. They were really, really helpful regarding my question from last week. You know, just the process of making and expressing myself on that video and also reading everyone's comments is that I'm just gonna keep doing what I keep doing. Like it's all about just doing what feels right and it's all about just continuing to make stuff that you think is important. I've kind of always taken pride in like being able to like do something serious, but also doing something dumb and silly for the sake of it being dumb and silly and entertaining. I think a good thing to maybe like add to maybe the tail end of every video that I make is to maybe like list 2 to 3 things that you can do to fight against the administration. So at the end of every video, there's going to be 2 to 3 ways to resist. So here they are for this week. So the first one is to learn as much as you can, and if you can, support and donate to Planned Parenthood, or at least voice your support, or volunteer for it. There are so many ways to support these different organizations. The second one is Standing Rock. Third one is the Kassam Foundation, which was highlighted by Samantha B. Cool, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I really love and appreciate you so much. Please like and subscribe to this video because it really helps me out, and continue to resist, and I will see you next week. Bye.